Good day guys, Oster, and in this one today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally on my channel we cover classic games, we emulate them, we do anything within our powers to be able to play these classics on modern technology. Well, what about if you could recreate these classics from the ground up using modern engines, modern breakthroughs to enhance them and look absolutely beautiful? Well, one of the best guys out there at the moment doing this is a guy called Racing. I'll put links in the description down below and I'll talk you more through that in just a second. But right now what I'm going to do is boot up some of his most amazing demos that he's brought out to the general public, free for you guys to download, experiment, play around with, do whatever you want. It's all out there. So let's boot them up for the first time. Let's see what magic has been made and, well, let's get stuck in. Okay then, so like I said, we're going to be covering a few of the games made by Racing X, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He works absolute wonders with fan remakes. This one, first one we're going to be checking out is Super Mario 64. And Jesus wept. Look at that. He's even got a little tiny DSLR camera. Everything's been upgraded. That is absolutely amazing. He's even done the intro to it as well, exactly like it was on the Nintendo 64. I've got huge love for Super Mario 64. It was literally the first proper Mario game other than Game Boy stuff that I played. I did get into Nintendo later on, but in my early years I was a Sega fanboy. So this was the first Mario game I ever played. Obviously the original one, not this. But oh my god, you can control it with the controller as well. Sounds like a little thing, but considering this is just a fan remake, I'm using this with my Xbox One S as well, guys. This is the first time I've loaded it up, and Jesus Christ, look at that. That is beautiful. I'm cussing a lot on this video, but I am gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked by the level of detail and the amount of care, attention and love that's gone into this game. Can I get closer? I can. That is amazing. Even official Nintendo games don't have that level of detail. The textures on his dungaree, the gloves, his top, animations, everything are spot on. Do his attacks work? Yes, they do. He's even got the slide in there as well. Jump. Can I do the bounce attack thing? He's got the double jumps in. What's the button for? There we go. The jump attack's in there as well. Again, level of detail in all this. And the grass, there's grass in here. I'm probably getting far too excited for this, but I just love this kind of stuff. It's a labour of love that someone's gone through to put this amount of attention into it. Absolutely beautiful. This is just one of many that he's done. Apparently, this took 2 weeks to make in total. 2 weeks to make this game. Right. Let's go mooching. I wouldn't be able to do... I wouldn't even be able to get the engine running in 2 weeks. Never mind recreate this. The animations of Mario, recreating this entire world from scratch, near enough, of course. The utilising the Super Mario Palace and all that kind of stuff. But to get this amount of detail, you'd have to recreate the whole thing almost from scratch. There's almost nothing that you can reuse to get this kind of detail from the Nintendo 64. The resolution of textures and everything are obviously too short. You'd have to recreate the entire thing. I'm getting stuck on stuff, obviously. 2 weeks, you haven't got time to mess around with all that kind of stuff. Right, let's go mooching. Can I get into the actual palace? Look at him run as well. I cannot believe if I've actually nailed the animations. So I'll put links in the description down below to Kryzen X's channel. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's from Switzerland, I believe. He's got a Facebook page. I'll also link that down below. You can download these and play them yourself on your own PC. I believe from me doing a quick search, you're probably looking at an i5 6000 series with a 1050 to 1060 GPU. Obviously, it's fan-made. The different versions of the games may vary, so I've got no idea what impact that will make to you. My system specs are again in the description down below, so that may aid you. But this is buttery smooth. This amount of detail, this amount of work that's gone into something in just 2 weeks to recreate this, beautiful. Anyway, let's see if we can get in. Oh no, come on. No, unfortunately not. But again, you know, it's 2 weeks work. So again, before we move on to the next game, links in the description down below for this one. Please show him your full appreciation for this amount of work that he's done. He deserves so much credit and recognition for all this. I'm not going to put any direct links to download it, but I will give links to his downloads. I don't want to steal anybody's credit for this. This is all his hard work. And if anything, I'm just trying to spread the awareness that things like this exist. This isn't done to rip anybody off or anything like that. This is obviously a labor of love. The guy loves Nintendo games and he tries to recreate his most beloved parts within them in Unreal Engine 4. And what he's managed to do in 2 weeks on this game is absolutely gobsmacking. So I think that's Mario 64 cleared up. Let's move on to the next. And the next one up is Diddy Kong. So it looks like this one's also got an intro, which is pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. All these have been recreated. I got no idea what to expect from this. Again, it's the first time I'm loading it. Oh my god though. Again, the level of detail, the amount of blood, sweat and tears that's gone into this. Unbelievable to recreate the original games to this level of accuracy and detail. Beautiful. Obviously also giving it a modern touch in all this. So this is Diddy Kong Racing. I've got no idea if I can use my controller on this again. I've got no idea what to expect from any of these. This is just beautiful experimental gameplay. All I'm doing here is trying to cast some recognition to people doing fan-made projects, to this kind of love and attention. It's people like this that deserve jobs at Nintendo. Whoa, I'm in. I'm in. Can I do anything? I can. I'm on the cart this time. Yes. So this has got different mechanics then, obviously. Is there a track here? Can I go in the water? I can go in the water, but it slows down. Right, let's get out of the water. Again, they've got the grass in there, but obviously not as detailed as before. Can I go and check out what's inside this cave? Is there anything there? No. Damn. Right, let's go for a mooch. How do I there we go. I can reverse. So I'm controlling this at the moment again with my Xbox One S pad. There's no buttons for remapping. There's no options menu. Everything is exactly as it is when I booted this up. This one's got the original music on there, or at least a close appreciation of it. Oh, it's just a big lap. With the start line. Let's see if there is anywhere that I can go in this one. Is that anything? No, just a blank wall. So again, you know, he doesn't want to recreate the whole games because Nintendo probably would come in with the attack dogs, ban hammers and everything. Again, as they probably should, it is their IP. They gotta protect that kind of stuff. But when you've got fans out there that can show this much love and appreciation for these kind of games, amazing. It looks like I can't get up there either. There's nothing on the track I can play with. The rainbow's beautiful as well. Look at that. So this one is beautiful, but again, it's quite limited. So I think we've explored everything to do with this one. Again, links in the description down below for more information on this game. And let's move on to the next. So as you can see, this one is Donkey Kong 64. And again, I keep on saying the same thing over and over, but absolutely beautiful. I've just booted it up. This is what it comes straight into, and it's a lovely recreation of, well, Donkey Kong Island, basically. So I have to use my keyboard and mouse on this one, so excuse my controller for this. It looks like the controller wasn't configured. Can you see inside his house? You can. That is amazing. Has he got attack? Yeah, he has. He's got the kick. What else has he got? Jump. Ah, so he's got the basic attacks in there. Oh my god, look at the grass. And the trees. Let's go and check out this water. Oh, I can't get in there. It's blocked off. There mustn't be an animation for him swimming yet. Let's go for a mooch round then. So, first off, again, I keep on saying it again and again, absolutely beautiful. This is an absolute lovely recreation, fan-made project done by Kryzen, and hats off. The guy's been doing this for some time now. I remember following him on some of the Zelda games that he was doing, and he was basically recreating some of the more, I would say, popular Zelda battles, some of the bosses that were in there and stuff, and he was doing an absolutely wonderful job with that kind of thing. His work that he's done with Zelda is absolutely beautiful, and the recreations that he's made aren't just recreations, they are complete homage to Nintendo as a whole. Everything that he seems to make, he puts his own little spin on there, but he managed to capture the game itself, the way it works. You've seen with Super Mario 64, the actual recreation of the palace is beautiful, absolutely stunning recreations, and the amount of love that has gone into it, just, it's not a rip-off or anything like that. It's a complete fan-based love and appreciation of the work that Nintendo did in the first place. So having someone like this pay that much appreciation to games such as that, and to be honest, if I was Nintendo, I'd be snapping this guy up for employment. I would get him remaking these games, give him the proper backing, give him the proper funding, and allowing him to put his stamp on what Nintendo games could be in 2018, 2019. I think it would do absolute justice. But again, this is me, my naiveties. I don't know how the business world works. I don't know how the gaming world works. I just love playing games. And hopefully this has brought attention to you guys and brought attention to, obviously, Kryzen's channel. I think the work that he's done deserves the recognition. Again, I'll put links in the description down below to take you to his channel. I don't want to put any links to the actual downloads because I don't want to take any credit or any traffic away from him. I think that he deserves everything that he gets, even if it's just a click from you guys. To thank Kryzen, he doesn't know I'm making this video or anything like that. Big thanks to you, mate. Big thanks to everybody who's listened to me waffle and play these games really badly. Again, these are just little tech demos. There is lots more available on his channel. Zelda, Pikachu, Pokemon, the lot. He just does this for the love, and he's got quite a selection now in his back catalogue. So, thank you very much for joining me. Please like, please subscribe. Please do all the magical things in this world where people love a gaming system so much they're even willing to show their own love by making things like this. But most of all, you guys have a good day. Laters!